ma dokunu di ne de chin to ho aye ka banku ne to ayi salmon eto ho ma wo asa no hu se ni ma esese ubomodi anya wani se na yusi ye babfo de agyanchiri ma no sana democracy no ye chechire no wo chechire niema hwe papa ayi adwum emie niemum ye education niema de ko nanim ba bi ye fa ye ko yanim nyina no ye sa de na ma nchiri ma ena ngana ye den ye ni 80 di this 3 square mil na wo ye kwadwofo de di 3 square mil so you be when you bra we adwuma kra akom kra na onu akopa aduane di 3 square mil tip ye nya 3 square mil kra ni o pe 3 square mil di 3 square mil na wo pe di empempenso a yedu no eye mra ahokira ba wiase wo se ka wadidi kra didi 1 na wa bede di atwen ade udi o pe se odidi okuna nopa banku awia no wa san di e friend sen pepere anajo baby away it doesn't work that way you me offer bi ko ware Germany bro ni bi ba Ghana what the time na wo no course in 1940 something 45 or no no munya bread na say bread na enso mo a omu koda na the bread na to ade achi no munya bi ka ho a na omu de akoto table acha mu bi adi e na omu de nkoden adwumaden papa onko Germany da awra bi akoje onafofo abuso omu German afo abrofo no ompo adwuma rough wote akwankwa ni ase epia dame to cheku ete eho eye niema hunu uwia no abaka je se Ghana yeden na papa ayi asofo no Ghana asofo no ye be pa adwuma ma wo mahama nkokọ nketenkete na wo ka ho asem no ye be ne nkokọ akese ye be poultry farm ma asofo ni nyina obia ye be chicha ma odwuma ma obia na niema se Ghana for we chicken more o me produce chicken amayen ti o ma so ne ma na o so o munya adwuma no o be adwuma o farm ho a supply chain we produce nkosua na we akwaje supply the so feed o ma feed o di emo enduane koma asofo no your asofo a obe feed enuane sofo obe mu wi na yakotwitwa package se adwuma na omba abeye na se amo makonya na na kura se kura papa mementi ase as a politicians ni nyina so ndem nko an na omoye campaign wo na asofo no so age platform no na omde ada political platform e ho no bi aye everything why abaye beto America me hu se Donald Trump anaze mami akowura asori biem so kwakwaye campaign ho ye de ze asofo na age afa omaje politics no omaje ye na politics no so ye obi ni omo no papa omanim de ewo nanim we ya ebi obeka so asofo enye hwe na kofa Bloomberg no side honom fo no de a uyo baba bedidi watem saa fa so bi eni so na asofo na asofo die na de pride tete no first na tete papa tete no o de setem na uni honom first na wo share o teacher kra na wo dwane wo share o teacher so balance ene de mu teacher kra BS denim na ebi nso si akwanim tete teacher for no me different ene so for mo be sa na kwa the same thing so for te here we be na ya na say o man na za nsam cause me wi asi mo anyu ni po tim fo am tie pa am so for na se mo san be yi sa de we fi ho e the politics be yi fi ho there no man mo ba be say no mo the politics no kwa ku ra so ndem am e puppet no ada ne political ade transform baba
yo kwabna
na ne ma be bi ono ma e say e bo modin atu asofo no fo
yo
say salvation ene e de mo so omunye hu adwuma
omunye no hu adwuma
asofo di de ene ma bebre ho no ma omo no munya incentives bebre ai te say taxes ni ade kra no ya ma omo ho ade so ma anya na papa me de bia me ko soja me nka je se nka o man nka ma je kura se papa je eje no nka ma je yesu kura amani me bi wan nka ma tretre no se kum chacha no nyina na se so o ya prophet your prophet course are we be ma certificate as a prophet they say ultimate go through sa everyone say school no we are no aje your prophet ultimate go gina kwan chen ba bi we ba bishop whatever me asesa titles egu ye ho no people come for my name papa so ma anya se makache o me say me ni soja for na ye adwuma entade ho adwuma say me nya ba bi enye etuo na papa me jeman no
yo yate bye
me jeman no
yate
enti boabo ho pa position me na afa ma say trouble edge position ni na ka pe
udi military na ekoje mana na say de
the military na papa baby me was say ano I said me did this papa o my na ma for the I said me discipline so military be discipline democracy no I say omo no fit say democracy no papa America democracy no it is a military democracy discipline ye omo di adwuma discipline yes democrat na papa let's look at Germany udi etia ukoso ja obviously the mindset they no mete omo the discipline e show omo kwada
okay all right then
that's it enti say no me no say omo ye no say menya na ma changes ni ade wo a metu say udidi opani mu bi atamanza atemdidie na atu atise no say me o de ubo mo ye no koboku so nim koboku 12 lashes atemdidie ho agi 12 it say it doesn't matter baby oni pa kono wo say bi obi ti radio bi so ni ade whatever na you invite to nim so about 12 lashes na wa gina de ko
na abeji yako I see na obra penny abi o man position bi wa ben man
papa he don't deserve any position in my government sentina mabuta say wo de na wo pe say wo de bi nu say wo betimi adanda na ema ti de when na wo pe na ya me fa ma
ye beka ho ase wo chire wa
open we chire ho
Pabna
the open radio you be to NC na NC no have radio for no so why
obra penny abi de untimi management untimi ne nya adwuma
papa say na me catch you say so me say what the papa have ade bia am say de bia am say you can't tell you the word enlightenment this one is not enlightened so but this is how name be papa ubetimi akasa na obi hu so hu but obetimi akasa akoy de say na ni abi o say ya tete no pao so hu and obi so betimi akasa the other side onimoni pa no baby no ni pa no kra ya de no akoy we de na ni mie kra na adentina o kasa say adentina o ye ni niema say so hu entino say a job interview and obi echo so hu niema abe na be che position de be ban obi be abnewa government no and I say in any NDC government maybe na we deserve position ho but in my government no me form ni there you don't have any position in that idea and just say be on me in fact say be a patron for them yeah so no pay the type of idea so obi ani say the person obu ni mind and so person then mind ko me the discipline and e be your mind na obi only discipline because find so me your mind na how can the country move forward?
Okay, yo.
And that's my position. Where principle? And let be ultimate and baby move in my government.
In your government,
my government is a disciplined government. What is it? Why when you discipline cannot be in my government?
Cannot be in your government. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Matthias. Let's say Barcelona is a ultimate more. And don't say Arsenal the ultimate more. Yes, sir.
There be any say there be Arsenal so top and also a top league. Maybe anything say want me more Crystal Palace.
And hey, my friend, hey. I don't see a team. What I say team.
Oh, there be Crystal Palace ni just say enya di o. But say hono papa say o say budget kra no. Want me compare Arsenal budget to Crystal Palace budget.
Hey.
You know, lower division.
Yo, thank you very much.
Minia fire there. Obeba me government. Minia fire. That is all more one. Me government be form.
Okay.
My baby, I'm so the minia unia.
Oh, okay. All right then, Mate. Now come person sorry na me ma so was for be take on na me say what was for e be okay na. Am who so pa me ba. I was on for.
Yeah, Papa Smiley.
Let's say.
And I know my Roma.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm Roma. Matisa Kwabin. Posty.
Me mute too on.
I am commanding on.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, what by Juma na so be Kabiako?
Oh, meti mi abe Juma. And time zone difference in Inti. Meti mi aba part time.
Okay. Okay. And but part time no kakra. Oba person oba na to how many hours?
Oh, I mean about 2 hours.
Oh, so about 2 hours so until 9 o'clock. Yes, I'll be on alert at 9 o'clock. We can round up. But I'm say what?
Hey, maybe I'm say 1 hour. About 9 what I say. Take about 10.
1 hour, 8 o'clock.
Today you say 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, that's fine. Let's just say Obi able to make just one trip Abba. So na good. Why? Okay. Now, ansana mekono. In your encounter or in your dealings with people, no. Which of your identities stands tall and as come to the forefront? What's the question, Nasi?
I may encounter with the people.
Okay. In your dealings with people, and as in your encounter with people, no. Which of your identities come to the forefront and as stands tall?
Okay.
Okay. So me that question out here.
I am Matthias. I am Matthias.
Okay.
I just say you know feedback probably and as a response winya from the people now we dealing with Nanyasa.
Okay. All right then.
Because everything you might identify because now you might not be able to identify.
Let me give you an example. Perhaps to the very ones where example be our Bible. So we are sure so what but we just want to pick the principle out of it. One said say enkrofo bu Bible na no omo ni ye bi among other things. So ana ema Antioch omo say ho na omunya yetu omudin Christians no. So na ye omo ni ye bi ana omo ye no, right? Ana ededi ana am say a Christopher na ekoi. So na ade ni city na. Okay. Now say o hwe baby a Peter eyi Yesu maaye no. Na omo hwe Peter enema bi ana o ya ana omo say kai akwa we say Yesu echidifo no ba akuni. Enti in the dealings with people no omo hu say the identity as a disciple of Jesus was coming to the forefront. Pacha what you say? Enti eno na sa identity no and come into the forefront. Likewise, ye ni pay no in our dealings with one another no, there are several identities that we may have that will come to the forefront. So what I say? Into obu oho no a oni ni deal straight away you could realize you say an identity as a member of a party and come to the forefront. Obi so oho no a ne identity as belonging to a certain tribe and come to the forefront, right? In your case, in your dealings with people, one kasa within you, which of your identities do you feel say it comes to the forefront? Boy, come on, and then you carry on from there. All right.
Yeah, Papa. Me that say. Medium say my identity never forefront my parental identity. You say no, idea. Me feel say pay feedback and the response. Name say that has been my major role, and I say, my major role in my life, any idea meeting me, I can say my identity it comes to the forefront, and there might be other identities. The type of persons I deal with, and I say the environment that I might find myself in, could also bring to the fore that identity in me. I think identity is needed and also. And the key one, I need the parental one is based on the parental characteristics and as attributes and how probably I function within the parental responsibilities, And also your idea, I say, my acknowledge and recognize say a unique in so many ways. Papa Ubisa me born in tough now. I think that is the identity it comes to the forefront. I have pay the feedback and also within myself, I can say I don't know if this response and I say maybe it might not be comprehensive or detailed enough there, but that is what I can say. Koye ni mono na minim manji list minim nipa kwa we dey but say kwabna chiche post kwabna na post no me o ma mi bi a family mami ansana makoni otwaso na say also the papa beko okwa kutu jo anoche.
Because of all your inconsistency, so they just have been doing one answer. Minimum stand the year. Say in government, no, minimum said you will be me I hear on the amendment. Me consider Mumba. Minimum you never match is here. I'll think about it. My name is cabinet bedroom when my baby but this year.
Na wa consulting jo anoche ansana okwa kutu nuide.
No, there be. And the other young answer be woman, or the mini postman, all those are your brother, pa, or the family member. Remember, I am
a special prosecutor.
Mayor, my advisor, special advisor. I want to be the mom.
Wanka, menya special prosecutor, anka, no, never.
Only law background, 20 million human. The money will be in a human. That I said, so prosecute you cannot be a universal prosecute before what? Only the law be we were and not Melusu. And understand. You be my advisor. All right. Special advisor.
Yo, Mate.
One of them.
Mate. Na yenko say of a kwami wo. But me say na una wo kasa nti minim say of a kwame.
Yes, sir.
Bamaso.
Adwin kesi.
France say na Trump ninkunim die no France for esifano.
Say president o Sweden. Oni Trump ye adwuma ne Trump ne first term no. Na the conclusion is say Trump abed say Europe are mobilize wo mo ho a. That's BBA near any Trump no say onyu obi a Europeans betumi wo mo ani ato wo mo so obe protect wo mo. Say America for no wo direction no is different from wo mo year free Europe e ko baby so. We say the be ya leadership no enko China for nsemu. Detention e da ho no. But say three blocks we say America, Europe, and Asia no, and China no. Say no, treaty against Europeans because our economy no and glooming. Security and all that proper. Say Russia for a pursue problem and now almost to me standing Russia into acquire big bed near my home. Until the Trump our base, he say Ukraine say I shaky. I Trump need German for as I say. At all costs, I also put me support to Ukraine for said Ebeya. Ombe you omu free a invasion no. And he say Europe will quack support no an say I'm race no the beba. Because Russia and so on also our support from North Korea. And so many countries view our Africa almost support. Even though military there, but Africa for more resources or say it could be Russia for some one. Now one analyzing so the woman so wouldn't say African factor no because crop you almost lose or more territories no be. At the profit of Russia. And in Russia, ne young crop there or more by enemies. And say you pay up say or mobilizing crop for said the bear on very sister a Russian invasion, you know. Africa can hold me. Sana metumia kano. Because say Russia anywhere and then Africa one more grounds of Africa in our bit me I regain the idea conclusion back when me draw no.
Yeah, but that was an insight. Now, Ghana and the Supreme Court really said, Speaker, the declaration of vacant seats near unconstitutional. Meaning, say one year details now.
Oh, Debbie, me Ghana politics ready. As matter of fact, and only last time me follow because Ghana no the me feel say you know who you left and right. Inti
So,
we
also now, yeah, we call it for constitutional review and as a reforms.
because
does this come also as a justification for your call, Nana?
No, direction no, and ye nipa ye determine say about the nation. No. Yen there is a struggle for power, no kwan ye ni ho. So, and also the west side of democracy. Some become ho akon. Democracy no ni emu ne say de be ya we betumi di na adwena ba na we di na adwena ba na ye de akekire o man. A instrument be a fee say and no na ye betumi di aye nation building. But come here honum me ti say kwabna ka o ka bibi say free say wo mu declare winner no America ye din. But Ghana there se Ghana nanka obi awini say yanka afi na enima basa ba. Said the beya ye betua we ka said the beya ye di post be ma we. Enti I say
of Kwame, senior will say way beba na yedi adwene ya bomo no we no mo na ye we na woka no. I believe say you are referring to the stakeholders and our participants.
I'm referring to political parties. Their reason to live when they say the beya or mine be divided. And no Ghana Funians and we knew. But oh my dear, over to can be unity of purpose. Oh my, I will say in that direction. In that direction, I be no. Yes, say you to me a debate on policies near your head, near the actually your mind. Now, yes, say Debbie, and yes, and I mean, opposition, I mean, you say, no, if we deviate from nation building, there's no use. Say you bet ya omo kakra ma omo abehihye mra mayin. Efo so be any so.
Over Kwame, what can say no in this case no did say a political party no and a problem no party in China na say or minor and na say constitution na say what is the root cause? The root problem anything.
Right away, a constitution no. Now the constitution in India I've covered this and say abrofo no hia say ye be divided. Into omo proposal bibia mayenia eventually e twa ye ho eko. Enti say ye kosa ene ma wo mo pembit. Say what the sika support we no the sika support we are. No matter which one will be in power no. Obetua so no exploiting. It's as simple as
Kwame, I would disagree with you on that in a sense.
say
you share the issue of vacating a seat and now say vacant seat now in parliament now. Say Formina MP Esiamwa Emra o free party and now or don't call independent no. You declare the seat no vacant. Pe Emra wo Imra Shebedwum. Samre no. Upon your marking. Or the across Supreme Court seeking interpretation no. Not the parliament who be. Na onimrano. So one country. But and there all shifty from the independent seat. Ako joining MPP no. I was a declare the seat in the vacant no. Or kwako seeking interpretation. Inti unjin this ye nipa no the participant and I say ye na is it a ye nipa na ye rane politics no and probably no we have not taken upon ourselves as a nation say we'll get the right persons or the right people in those positions nana
mami you ano titi Tio. So okay bibia. Queen Sheda bagana be catch Lawrence say, Ura. I was say we constitutional democracy. And on a pushy Lawrence ma or the 1992 constitution no by. But 1992 constitution.
92.
The philosophy ginaso. And they say Lawrence knows so say wanya party be between a chinatum. And eventually constitution or smuggle indemnity clause into a untouchable. Two, or be a constitution, they say the sovereignty is in the hands of the people, citizens, voters. But who ran it down was see a government, branches are to say judiciary, electoral commission, any forces in is under one person, our president. And he say obi control these three houses no. In fact, any houses, branches. And no nature say why dictator. He can become a dictator. And to me, the said the missing who constitution. Me who say a presidential.
Overkwame. Senior worker no. Say electoral commissioner no krano. Say president na appointing no. Na say ono epiki omano above president and as a party na president ni dona. So bet me a function properly in the interest of omano.
Master. Me of an can say, dear, oye eduanima woodie no. Ono na woodi wadi. Enti ya on session enum. What you say? So cast or den twabe manwa or den twabe man. They were appointed one no one out to me. And any time be out me for contact. If you are not working for me, dear, any yes or better so. Any pay to boy
in that case, with that alternative, no, is it difficult for say or no na ye dictating man say one corner my way na any for Jumato Hono? Is it difficult for that person to desert the position and I say vacate the position because say
he has the right to appoint and disappoint. President,
Yes, and the appointee, is it difficult for you to say, you are not going to be manipulated by your appointing authority? And it's independent to work in the interest of Ghana and
power.
No, is it difficult to achieve?
Power. So, president on the power is a chair because on our point, would you on one also say, say, into my resign, somebody is going to take your place. So, Fanny Cockott, also have a young profile. And say, so Ghana phone him Yansa. Say electoral commission say very important there. One may be ponty say we one person and they be done there. Any say a president no. Any say a party be. Any monka say electoral commission no. Was so pass it through say judiciary. Na nominees ni ready or qualify ni mano. Now when you a party ni president at some free mu. And he said, "Oh, abusing the officer." Near a mama, a judiciary or multi constitution, as he say, these people are not only perform bias. And not any baby. This one of example, a mema. But the question you will be a or no free party mood, yeah. Nipa de we can never be objective. And this side checks in your monkey kitten, I was here. Now, Lawrence, it's say now, or a dictator, Ankasa. Could be so a benevolent. But point in the say, once I do me could dini papa consem day. America for they knew into normal free BB division of power, powers, And things I would do.
Na say over Kwame Minchwa no say yes ye funkum a ye mfum ndwo. Nti Rollins now no near dictator no military background no. After Rollins say anya a lawyer for Kufuor a lawyer ni. Kufuor ado tisunde a lawyer ni. Onye bibia mfa ho no. Nti is it about Rollins and now say what is the problem?
Tie enka Kufuor adwuma senka was a constitution no. Omo ye ho bibi. But me de me ti free Kofi Baako no mu say owura no so free power ye mane nkoda bi me ye nkoye bibie be ha no ma wasade ni nsensem aba because what they stable Ghana 2 times enti ye kubi say ehu nti and o man touch constitution no the crosses are would be shame nyina see adwuma because it's all tears here unimu here constitution wo na was smuggle bibia be shimu what defy constitution the constitution is no more good for the people because they are no more
this is a constitution no over Kwame we hwe niema ekoko summary within the judiciary ni legislature na. Are we not seeing the scenario whereby the is it the composition of the judiciary no? And determine the interpretation of the constitution no?
Na say judiciary no there normally nka omo adwuma no because kasa na omo troye no ye translate call a lawyer for brofum. Enti say lawyer for bluff no lawyer for netiase me wo de mamia me kania lawyer ni bi betumi aba be ma say ne say kura na kire enti sanete ye ne anepo ene yakofa sa constitution we abeto be na real who system nyina ne say philosophy na wo mu gina so de ye no eno na e biti ye unity of purpose no. Because moment you be accept to say yemfa party and MS struggle for power no there and then it was one who say oh my no it will be divided and divided for good where you where is simple logic yeah a crystal logic
you better was over Kwame now there's also another issue about Ghana Freedom Party flag bearer is here disqualifying no. So with him Ghana Freedom Party.
The reason is saying
the reason no say it also say or say maybe say say maybe I mean share article no na. Okay.
Leader
the electoral okay.
Now
Philip Apia Kubi. My main king came who say the Electoral Commission has confirmed that the initial ballot order for the 2024 presidential election will remain unchanged despite the recent disqualification of the Ghana Freedom Party's candidate, Philip Apia Kubi. And so onona wababe si Ekuadonko anai se party no elected no se ono flag bearer.
Ekuadonko party ni din na wo boy no.
Aye.
Any say any mama no onye fe because Madam Harris he say time you say Ure Biden won't mean standing no. And just a few months to election time and I fix it no. So anti say mami were free more. I'm say ye constitutional provisions or say one of the a free more will say I will be replacing one.
I don't know or say replacement over alleged document irregularities. Na maybe so say electoral commission answer na obeji wo a presidential candidate cry agia to mu no. Say omo make sure say o flag o running mate ni bibia documents bibia no mo qualify answer na yaji watu. And is the waji ku don corner to mu na. Na say what it means that party na yeah yes sir. Or presenting a running mate so amount. And a waji na to.
No there obi betumi a debate say as a party there e was say one sa a friend is saying one method that one dey select candidates one san follow because this man Dr. Bawumia Akufo-Addo Koyi no say in line of there na say Bawumia nye candidate was you choose no, but for the technical experience and as a yinti and I could choose no. And it Bawumia choice we say na acquire controversial, but MPP for finally almost.
I'm say a strange say clerical errors enti o dey disqualify party who are accepting no. Oh, enti somehow no unjin say electoral commission no acted on a bad faith and it looks like say they're trying to please.
Who disqualify no there? Osenka uma deadline me say party no on presenting a candidate. And so presenting will be Mufi say fair system a omni choose ya. Okay, also accepted. But who block no there? Mami when you invest what we the candidate charge no cost to be our tuya. Na se sa party no muma almost space almost on to aba. In fact,
there's some more funding is coming no.
Apart from say fan or musikama or more, the party has the right to have a representative. I know there because a registered party. A bus election bar omunya candidate. Now just by certain incidents even to Obanu Nihoa, there should be somebody to represent the party.
Sir, there's allegations say MPP na sponsor Ekuadonko to attack other opponents of the running mate of the MPP. And he says it's only honor. Says it's only honor. Ne appear could be any other on Obabi di Atemunti. Yen yen free mu prekuna yen koyenim. And ye bibisa no easy near to please appointing authority.
Confidential arrangement to be in the honor and no they confidential. But meaning say who bet me the statement is say party being a sponsor no. And no the
allegation.
Voila. A allegation. The allegation
of a kwame better was na we be a source na we do no is
me mom there no me Alan o support no me no me matra hon ma hwese ade ekum Ghana for ne constitution no and as he say so ye won krofo a se be wo mu adwene mu abia se ba se nya new constitution a ebetumi aka Ghana bomum ya chechire no enti se o pese we nya impact bi pa de a onye femo they stand on the constitution so to me
so there wakan say or the constitutional reform no eba to elevate the quality of governance in Ghana.
No, but on train a philosophy in also touchy constitution no. And he said, officer or be third party for no one. And then come my advice and they say, sa constitution na Lawrence DJ. Moyen, manu mwachiche. Ma nyame patakra betumi a trigger internal crisis bi. Enti sa constitution a yentumi nke hu momu ntumi nya de ba kono de e wo se yes san no.
Yo, evidence. Ebeda was of Kwame. Ebeda was na constitutional reform asema wa Kenya. Ubo Alan Idinkwa, I can tell you, say Alan a lawyer near and competent and incorruptible. Onono onim near Oka. And na omfana no so nka dia won't me. Enti ane de meka kyerɛw sɛ Alan Ghana for to abaman no be your mampania.
The incorruptible de me pacho. Eno de redraw. Eno de me pacho redraw.
Meaning say who any evidence of he engaging in any corrupt.
Oh, guarantee bien him say ochina onye corruptible. Guarantee bien.
I said that echina nyamba Mr. Ma meka besinde. Fin na no. Fin ra besinde na meka.
Incorruptible ni say want to me friends proyeni. But
I said echina mba
from history.
Echina mba nti. Ofakwa me echina mba nti. Echina ba na maka. Echinaba na so corrupt or corruptible American was anti meka attractive was a area and say about in Sakraya back constitution because you know any say constitution and why because any send the Supreme Court justice I declare and I said Supreme Court
platform is platform is so
because what we need no Ofakwame, what unim krano Chief Justice has stated say your constitutional crisis ewo Ghana.
Okay.
The number one interpreter of the constitution, the number one interpreter of the constitution say your constitutional crisis ewo Ghana. So it means that our constitution nankasano MY
my headline
for 32 years.
My headline no actually I say one my headline but necessary information what keep it to yourself.
Oh I will say yes first sitting no declare say why we are now having constitutional crisis. Indeed, my yanko of Abbey, so Joseph Abbey, what you make about my son? Abbey. I'm say Abi entimenka na menko owahene so owahene okatichie
ye wow
na eden eko Ghana na Kwame bedi akon ofa Kwame okasa free France
okasa mani jomo pa
se bama so die adwenkese nko a enti sani also kasa ne nije ho no saa na also oni beje ne kasa ho enyina ye nije obi akasa ho
that's
pa
enyina the way if I do no man no be bia kokodi no obusonfo na obusonfo me pacho obusonfo enti na nanu enti de ekoye na nanu de bia na obusonfo ne na nanu ma yeke na nanu mo ntimi sori ana because
na say and I make us say
they tell you say look at me say I don't do that because nananu ya kana nanu sa ma kana nanu ye nanu but ye nanu no hwe obusofo ma ngbuso asim na me dwene adi bi ho say baby a wo sisi say o Finland me boa
Finland
wo say wo say awo kafra wate kafra good miss me makasi kafra kesi pa
Mate
that's say won tutu ye no won tutu won kasa ye mu kra no won nka ye nananom ne because won so nananom won bokwan ato won mo a won ma sisi wo ko ni baabi atena and wo biri no ma atese won nananom yi ade papa mama won mo no a won ko yi Finland fo nkasa nananom asem bia dwadwa nipa asem bia o so fo
say almost
because nananum ya tsawo mai nananum ko ne ku yiki nananum so mon sori mada
won say seni e wo ka no Ekufuado ne president o ma ba amampani o ma ba besia kono obi ani wa since me sha say 1992 me hu say 7th January yes we no in no yama obosomfu bi aba ho ama wodi se bi ankran asase so say mfa ne se ankran asase na seat of presidency no wo entinanka ye ga wulo meno ana nanka waba nanka o se asase so na ahindie no na se presidency no wo ani abankese no esi asase so the asase no so no esu so ewo mu ne ahonhom ewo mu no omo so e won asede so omo bo ho ban enti na nka waso na nka ye di wakọ busum se na nse Bawumi akọ busum fie bi se ekọkọ yewe na nka ya drive president na akọ ana bi ama busum fo na bana waso na odi busum no akantam na wedi nzie ze me ba besum mu me mfa sika enya mede ejapade enya mede na tumi a me mode mami no me mfa nya ade a ense mfata na me de ye na se me de bibisa ana se mamfa no kredie ni perpere yo amfa nsom a bosum wi ohu na se obosomfo na wegu nsa na se ye mampeni a wo bai Ghana man ye nyina ye de ye nkwa ye daachi ye bibia hye ne nsa oba betina akonya isu se wamfa no kredie se wamfa perpere yo ene opepa ansom ne manfo na se obedwen bone ama ne manfo a ensa egu fomi edi kan koma na ye de gudi triso na yasa so abo paye abo ne ho ban se oba abesumi nipa bone odi mako edi nchene a obeka se Kufuado mana mamu enko yie no ono so nsa ekoi no enkoma nipa akon se free na jafa se free ni nafa ana se odamfo fa ana oyire fa bohu na ze ya binding no ama na no ne di na hye nsa enti anka se ne ma ekoso nyina anka samrenka obi mpo ha ne ho se ye ena o ye corrupt ho anka na no mane ni bedi ni ministers obepo mu nyina so no na ya omo sa cause ahohom no wo ye ne omo na ete ba se wo amfre no we nkwa nkosre ne mbo a ono nzori ma me na obi kama wo
Mr. Buzofo, I think answer na me ebi na me nima na waka no. So one kone na sia, wo no wonye hwe, anti so kone na.
Dabi. Onye. Ena wo kra na wakọ busumfie no kra na wakọ na yesese ni se yama wakwantre se yese no. Ukọ na wanya ondi wasema.
Dabi no kwe.
Ena omuso no enye se ukọ ya na wodi wasema ma wo. Omuso wo hwe. Ahonhom na omuso wo hwe. Nti na ye na nanom no na papa yo no. Edos no abrabom.
Kwe.
Ha. Bosuma obekọ ne nkyɛn no wo free ne nkyɛn a wo kofie no otimi be so hwɛ wɔ kwan mu so ye osrefo oye obubuafo so ya oye obi ohia wo mbo a na wa mbo na ono so mbo
because na me to na me bi ho se edi nkra na me bi abedu kra na ye na no ya bom atọ me ansa na ba madwena nkọ na me busa ho se tie na ya kikan na movies ya hwe ne che se bibia ye bia we tradition mu na na che se de bia ne ebo mu di ne kanfo mu no ne sa de no na se ye kure ye tuma hwa mu na bedu bibia bedu abedu ekure bedu stage bia che se wan dwen a wasa wo dwen also fokwa bi su dwen how akwan a wasa timitimi dane na kuntimi ye because ekoni wiase no kwa na ekoni nimo e de wiase no kwa na ekoni nimo no na wo bia wo firi a wo ba se nipa wo home se de me ameti a me home te se obi o te America home esere kobla home o America me home de me ye bia kobla ho yipo America na e de na kobla ekoni nimo America na ye de te na ye na no na bibie timi sori nyina yie na yesusu no ye manu no ye ankase ye mantem e de ye bia ne che se bibie de ti beto eni bebi a ye be gina kra faka ni che se eni ma se wo be wiase no ya hyehyɛ eni pa wo wiase na dwene a hyehyɛ no ma o se de ya wo so wiase abai anka ho kra nto kakra no ade timi ni bu ha no eni na me de ko fa sa de ni ba yo but wo yi ma no pa ati se
nature say o wa ni nature say no kredie ana say ye institution size so mo enhye o ma ye mpenifo ni di no kredie adwuma no omonso ye nya no kredie mfi o afa won ana say is adena ama wa ba mabui
o hwa ye
obuzo
no ko eni nim say ekuna yefeno Ghana no me team se CA mo nyina so ye part of ekuro no se dia me wo ha me kase me de me hu se ekuro no eno an se kase me ko Ghana se me Ghana ni o eno an kase me ko Ghana na se me Ghana ni se na me hu this state me hu no se me Ghana ni me ko Ghana me wa buchi na me ko Ghana ma ba Ghana se oba na bibi to a ana se wo krum no se bibi to ya ida say the woo no na wo ko wo mu te say woni baka obie no wo hwe watia mo obie no wo ka ye o ba police ni bie ni wo te system no system ni gum na oboso bo say na tell ase at least if you cry me fear me wey say me bo me cry say me hwe say on be didi so me homework bo on be ye say me make sure say donu no anopa o mu school me make sure so me tare o mu di twom say me make sure say adi bia na eto o ku school I didn't say no team. Come no team. O stocks no. Chimbrasro. Say o kalano. Fa no. At least there's a checkup.
Responsible parenting, no.
So what me make no. But me shock up one thing. I yet didn't want you couldn't na asane sano. Won't me be me who say pegni no baby. What instruct man no my idea. Me, I don't know. She said, "You couldn't. I must say, kai. Nye. Esana on say, esana who ye be bia. Who say who cool. Say who bow. I say, who be bia to the need. Say who be bit the other. So what's my most poor. She said, who be bia. Don't know who Tibetua. No, what your mobile questions and conversation again.
Wahene utie ne aban otia die so ne amanyokuo kasa mafo na se wo moto nkrama no so ekana this aban ne bo ne hombodi bia o je se wa ma asetena mu ayemre enti aden na wo ntimi mfile ana se wo hu sana
say we dey echichi ni echi anka we dey nka wo hwe se die wo hwe comments ne said the amount for on social media ne comment amount for on social media abane de so ka de ono no woye so atemi che no hwan na wonka ade papa Emma no ho so atemi che ono no wo ka ono de wo ka at least won so wo ye bi so atemi che but ye wo hwa agudie ne japade a ye de hye wono wonsa no wo se ko mutumi ye Emma mo itimi eboa ebie system no na sikatimi ba system no mo enti adwena ye trase e criticize de no se dia e maburu betuma ye adwuma se dia influence sika betuma ba system no na obi adwuma betuma akoso na obi antete eno any even kwa salaries any wages ni sanoma no se dia week and monthly e bi adwuma ko hono a se week ni se utia nkofo adwuma dodo na ye bosom akatua adwuma dodo na bosom akatua no so no obosofo na ko 2000 1008 1005 ebi 1000 ebi ko 500 ebi 800 Ghana cedis boso ni sika na ye kana sem sa no na wo hwe enipa no wono so no na ho trem eni nyoma ama ono ankasa no na system na system aye fonfom na mana 600 800 1000 1008 no ebo wono wo 1008 wo hwe distance na bi wo ka so a ena wo ba akra ababa ye adwuma obe sorry intem hwe tro changes obe change ababa dun kan ena oba so obe didi ene sa de ebi wo baba ako ebi wo tue rent ebi efibo no eye efihia ebi week no na bosume no wo se obi atwa water bill wo se obi atwa light bill ni nyina 1000
wahene senia wo si ka no obeka se abai no lose focus on the key iniema na niema titru a eboa ma amanfo asetena mu ha wona na oye niema ehu hia na because abai the electric buses aba bedru Ghana I know say na emboa ma asetena mu enye mrema amanfo na ena o hwe so a utimiti na fie se bia nka wo be call electricity company wo be tu an wo be free babia wo work office akwakoto card no over wo mobile phone na utimi recharge
mamenchewadi men tumi kana me wa ha de opeso kan nya matiasi sa electricity no awo kana no kre ene de heya ne ato ne da so kan yi mitima ko 1990 sa nya bi yes system ne nya adwuma yesterday I'm kind of say network network oh Charlie that what you say I dey be sound be that soon but say dey ni e ba yi die which me talk no kure papa on say papa na enam sika sem incident ni passion ni sika do woni nti sika okuduma wonten ni sika bia no say if you go water you say 30 40 cities 50 and what they to so because depending
na
on
motor eche etimi
sustain ukomodie de ukomodie de na me de because we say ansem me say depend on gadgets so e wo ofie no gadgets a wo use ofie no so what me say no auto bibi ti say me fan say auto bibi ti say men kan yo ma me use wo ha but enyo ma me wo ha no say me to bibi ti say bia be 600 Ghana cedis 600 Ghana cedis 600 Ghana cedis
kaneno 6 million
okay 6 million me so can I confuse me but 600 Ghana okay it's 6 million 600 Ghana cedis aha ebeti ti mako bia be bosome ne no bona wotwe
okay there is a gadget ni ye kekano home appliances ni gadgets no
because
television
any no be bosome na wotwe ebetimi di mako eno nko a o light no nko a ansana
say won ton ice block
there be me try concrete so okay ice block there
and 600 okay
ai basic
and unye home coastal bia say otuton so na
Debbie
okay and the way just for home use
wait just for home use
okay and yeah for commercial bibia okay and 600 a month
600 bosome etino ebia se koye single room na single like omo han one and I say 1 bedroom apartment and there almost woman to be 250 depending on bia no 250 any 300 ni sade ni there almost no ebia one phone so betu on ma make kan ni say sika say ni editu o ka bosome no
any asem no because electricity kwa we electricity you and we use phone auto credit we use data
share auto phone credit on phone credit no and am say mo dey amunya contract on data and am say na airtime ni na that mutua bibi say o musika mu go on 40 bi 50 bi or 60 ni sa dey depend on the crowd was no aha no no dey peking crying masa peking crying say swat
and auto data no crying chena ni na ahye na wo say
and
you be free be o say me do data
ai etino data so no enso na wo besa wo ko wifi so be wifi no so a eno so ho no so na me say etino obuso fo me sem bebre ade me kan nyina ne say sika sem no etin
yeah and why ni meti wase a even with the availability and also the presence of these solutions it me ma recharge with electricity credit ama utimi nia wo be nyina no so woni adwuma itimi ma usika ma utimi afford sa services ya say akwakoye white elephant aso ni mfaso because in juma no any as because and the news say Ghana Highway Authority for bikra eco strike almost threatened strike saban entimi onka enti se won create the environment ne manipa enye business obetimi generate income to afford the services now the digitized services now we are implementing na so mfaso any day
me nita mi post ano on say po but I because why no happening and why no kasa we no put it na me no obiada me no obiada me no so bi se di na say bia me na me po ene bia because wo ani dwa ya so a na utimi nya mre kakra na wo si bibi se bibi ti se bia even crowd was good me 10,000 and 20,000 say me be kakra o Ghana ha no wa bo hu no America to abetu sika no ebeye said dem fama no foa. I'm telling you, when this store new no, and I say wow store kra na wo ye no. Wow store kra wo ye na wo okay me fa electrical wires ne fa ma enye set up the store no ma me ankasa we be wow $20,000 no wo e ka fat enko gaba. Wo bo hu say be okuska be kuma wo ni obia okunu. Wo bo hu say wo be ba wo be fill shop na wi na osika na enu nsem bi. Na enu nsem bi no na akasa de ade a wo no ye wo say odi wo ye no. Se de be to ade na ma wo nya osika $20,000 kra bi. Se de be yama ye be ebe koso yama wo. Na be say nya $20,000 na wo kura wa de ba physical wo de wo say nya osika no. Sa sika na etem kro wo nsem ni me hwa ase no. Ene na check be 2 years. Sa tani bi kra no wo dimbe de o. What did dimbe de o. Oh, it's na aye panicking. Anya de it's system to me. What system no? And no me perform. E mani pet me to ade. E ma sika me what system no? Na sika me coaching the ba. Na sa foreign estate sa sika na eni na me ni su na. It me sika me stable no. It me free aso. Na it me die sika me.
And you why any key policies na Nana Kwame Bediako ekra obit media address the unemployment issue na say
Kwame die memenda this year asmo kan ni say e wosi yankasi timi yidi yankasi asase no ene agudi wo asase mu no yetimi edi ye bibie ema yankasa etimi ema yedwuma die wo asase mu ko wese ni mu no anyakopɔ de adum ye no ye betimi nya bibie ye betimi create body industries factories everything aboa region by region ama region bia betime di ne ho so etime adwuma betime ba region biara na mamu no omo komu kontuni na to atwa na sade ni timi ba adwuma timi ba say a factory depend on whatever factory or be create whichever region no e be genti sika ama yesa factory na betime be ni sika mi be tua maburu ene mabawa ene enuanmo wo sa region sa no bosumi bia na wotwe bia no se twomo ka sika basafo wenu botomo a ometima kokrom etima koto ade ade bi mo makoma so no ometima tobi ena enum a import ba kumo ha no wono no kire se enum ni na betimi yewo natural resource no kumo no a yanka se betimi aye bie ewo ko wese mu
nti ono so be focus on agriculture and industrialization.
Focus on agriculture industrialization and building system road transportation open up the roads, building new roads and bridges. Said yeah ebema yesu ahon han kakra so na me say no enti no ono the point pa na say sa importation and then ade ba ko how chrono because bana almost say ko fa nyoma no omo the dollar no say ko obi ma so na ja hu che say ba to businessmen local businessmen eso opusu trasadi no mu atipi obeye bie ko ye timu no ye betime use resources kube
why in 30 seconds you know in some okay can with your odi waso to famu a eto amanfo say na amanfo si esomufa
won say me no mahu senkofu tie na ade ba ko me ra ho pa no say enka ha metie mahu say enka ha no enkofu tie no enka ha kwa ye ba bi ti say omatiti omaso and omo group to these two political parties no e won ka I high in particular South region we say na me hu say amanfo asisi omaso any ono nko on any independent candidate bia no they don't pay attention to them. They say we never want here omo the MPP flag any NDC flag and then na han mo bonu bia dudo na and it's panicking say see development yen hwe so two political parties even developers with a
two parties omo headquarters and a head office one crying into nama say yeah omo a capture Accra no
yen hwa de bi de bia me make say Accra yen nan say Accra robust Accra function say yen nan nim say ufia brochi na be du han ma wo hwe say the Accra sifatia wutum say Accra function say Accra movie regions no one of the one major region who so bibia anka utima anka ebeboa but who said the city of Metafai a creating no who you know so pinti pan business for a longer time you suffer sana and you suffer to stay in Accra you suffer and other regions no who could be companies no one now unless they will capital here very huge for you to be able to be in that regions no because it can't say there was a corner it can't call ye or other regions in that it's within 60 regions now Ghana have no creating which is 10 and now they move to 16 no all the 60 regions no and they're vibrant to say Accra now if you have 16 regions and only one region is performing only under 30% within 100% you have one region now operate within 30% means Accra no which is a lapses be brewum. I won't tell you too much. How can we still continue? How can we continue? As a businessman, who was it you? Who business mind? No, what will be a business-minded person or who ahead of no as one business I say, and on how to change things around quick. No, I know where difficult to convince. But since I can't my took the nomen for bread. The system is still not good. The system in Accra is not good. It's a system which is it's suffering. And why should we go and vote for MPP and DC? I don't understand.
It's a good question. It's a good question. And me so maybe that's our question. Me so maybe that's our question. Say it was
platform you should say the first net Akufo-Addo Oba na Akufo-Addo Oba na ye nyina dodo na frɛ sɛ ma me kɔtoma Akufo-Addo ɔno ebetuma sesa ma me kɔtoma Akufo-Addo that ɛja we dey wa wonim sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ Mahama kɔ it is say na do start stage bi so a you so etimi bibi ma independent candidate yi ɛti na kɔ be dia ko etimi bibi sa mo because it's etimi anye ni ye din ni egusu ye din a Saturday we say no.
10 seconds no. Odi catcher woman for catcher Ghana for muti.
Okay, Ghana for yo mate. And the animal canon kwa muncha de mebe canon kwa. And you know Ghana for a maso. Ya wako to about 27 December. Ya wako to be eja ena enuanom. Mumi nyina hu enti de na kwa me bidiako. And then akoma so the 12 economic pillars na odi aban. Ye nyina ye nyamre ni nkotie step by step from 1 to 12. Niyentie the work pillars no from 1 to 2 yentie ye nyemfa nko adwene mu nyemfa susu hwa de se entini sema brantie wo gina wo fefa wo gina tutuma wo gina wo and tini do so yi how the work me be wiase sa two political parties MPP ni NDC no and sema brantie ka to we e be bo ma ne be bo wo me na wo a wotie no entini wo maka bi da na wo maka bi da dia na wotie nsam na wotie asam no nyansa any at the papa wo mu dia any emani nyon emani dadwun too much say 7 December no ukona koto abana say dia wo po wan kasa wo mpuntuo and wan kasa wo kan ko ne wo ma ba wo oba wo mo no to aba no emana na kwame bedi ako wo na me chen to aba kuma na 12 no to ma no next say timra
me gidi se Ghana poti o yo enti owa hen na yate ne nka no no so ose ewo se yetimi decentralize pressure no every Accra na yediko group for other 16 regions na say other 15 regions no
abosonfo
na itimi
capital no bebi adunu de capital bebi adunu bebi system na adunu bebi capital say capital no go say yifi Accra no capital no
ye se na kwame bedi akon eba na se utimi yiko group for so ebeboa yo wa hen ye beda wase na yenko Joseph Abi so na no so on fan the final words in bra
aya block me
yo enti wa hen no e da se pa wa my details of Ghana's economy ai enti na wa hen answer na obekon wugidi se nka dia obeton ice block e wo freezer ni mu anka obehia be 1000 Ghana cedis a month for electricity ana
say make sure say who say for electricity no I think say it will not run more than the mekai say I think say me come here krana say enoma gun on the enoma fridge mu bibia so the mission I think say me ton I think say it will not go more than the me tua no already on the mission It will not be too. It will not get to that 1,000. It will not get to that 1,000. It will be that within the same range. 1,000.
Yo, but that was a power.
I know. I know.
Yeah, Akunta, how are you? Anyway, he's gone. I was on
Joseph Abbey.
But I saw Akwesi Yesu. I saw Akwesi Yesu on. You didn't call.
Yeah, he has dropped. I think he would rejoin again. Yeah. Okay. So.
Obusunfo, I think you didn't address the question Owahene asked you properly regarding this Nanandum thing.
The gods of our land.
You brought in a new dimension, which was good. But you didn't address it in the sense that, okay, Obusunfo, in Finland, you used to have a young lady who was 39 years or less. Is she still the one who is the president?
No, she was a prime minister.
She was a prime minister, yeah. Is she gone now?
Yes, she's gone.
That lady who was going to clubbing, drinking anyhow, young girl.
She was not going. It's just one instance where she was captured. Not even a club. It's in a friend's home.
And she was drunk,
she was invited.
Okay.
I don't know whether she was drunk. She was just dancing.
She was drunk. She was drunk and doing all this young girls thing. Also, for the issue is this: Finland, do they invoke their Nananum to solve their problems for them?
I don't know if they have if they capitalize on the spiritual aspect of their nature. So I have come to realize that because
Finland is a religious country.
They capitalize more on the physical and is it a psychological, the mind. Yeah, the mind. They focus more on the mind. I think the mind is where they capitalize on rather than the spirit and then the physical. Okay, let me say the physical and the mind. That is the realm. These are the realms that they function more to the spiritual.
Yeah, so then why do you people think we should emphasize on the spiritual when all the things we are facing every day are physical things?
Yeah,
we are dealing with people.
I made that call because by nature we are not the same. You know
what
that
you agree.
You agree to that.
What do you mean by we are not the same?
By nature. Yeah, every society is originally different.
Yeah, culture, yes. Culture, because we've developed an unhealthy culture for ourselves. But physically, we are the same. Are you telling us that your children are not the same as you?
No, they are not the same as me. I cannot.
You sure?
To that. Yes. Abi,
your children cannot reason like you. They cannot eat like you.
They cannot.
They don't have physical features like you.
It will be naturally abnormal for them to reason like me. And like I said, every individual is originally different.
Yeah, because they live in a different culture. It's a culture which makes us different. In Finland, do they do drumming and dancing anyhow? Do you understand? Like, everything we do, making noise, drumming and dancing. Is that what they do?
No.
So that is a culture we have created for ourselves.
These are policies. These are rules and regulations that have been outlined. It's that prevents. So there are regulations.
It's part of the culture.
But when a Finnish person goes to Accra, they go to art center. You give them drum there, they will drum and dance.
Yeah, because that is a culture there. That is when I go to Finland, I'm not going to wear the drum because they don't have it. They don't even value it. But when they come to your country, they study things. They say, "Oh, these people they even like to drum and dance." So that is all they're also coming to do.
Yeah, so that's the difference. That's what makes us different.
Yeah, so it's culture. It's culture. It's not us as human beings who are different.
Spiritually, also, we also have the spirit. We have the gods. We didn't bring them. We came to meet them, and there are all good enough evidence of their presence within us. Here in Finland, my gods visit me. They come here. They come to my
You
aid.
are talking of your
They come
gods.
to my aid.
The whole Finland. Do they value gods?
Yeah,
coming
so
to
that is
visit
what
them?
I'm telling you. Because I'm from a place where the gods, I was born for the gods. I was born within them, and I worship
Yeah,
them.
I
So
don't
wherever
believe
I
that.
go,
So maybe to you, fine. But to manage our country, we don't need these gods. Because it is not these gods who come to steal things. It is not these gods who are telling Akufo-Addo to mount statues instead of using the money to provide hospitals for our dying children. It's not the gods who are telling us to do those things, those stupid things. Understand? It is not the gods. It is our stupidity which has led us to where we are. When this you're finished,
nobody's blaming the gods.
Out. Pardon?
But Abe, nobody is blaming the gods. Owain asked that, like you just said, that's the exact question he asked.
Yeah.
And then also was wondering why we in our settings we keep mentioning about the gods. And I have made it clear that if you don't seek for their assistance, if you don't seek for their support, they are not going to come and assist you. And if we want to merge or add our traditional settings to our governance, the modern style of democracy, what we are practicing now, then I gave out how we can, embed it in it. But look, who is going to?
If you live in certain parts of Ghana, we have river gods, we have forest gods, we have all of these gods. Do we need to invoke them before they see that the river is being destroyed and the water is being destroyed? Do we need to invoke them before? Is that not where they live? So why can't they act? These are all imaginations. These are all imaginations.
Abi, let me clarify this, as many have been saying that where are the gods when the water bodies are being destroyed? The gods don't live in the water. They don't live in the water. They are spirits.
So where are they? So why are we?
And Abi, the gods don't drink from that water. They don't depend on that water. Their life does not depend on that water. So if you, the human, that the gods want to use this water to support and to develop you have decided to destroy that water. It's to your own disadvantage. It's not to the disadvantage of the gods. This is how it operates.
You said if during the presidency inauguration, they pour libation. So where would the gods be for us to pour this libation?
I mean, the gods are all over. They are spirits. They can be anywhere at any time.
So all what we are doing, all what we are doing in the physical realm, our governance system, these campaigns, all the parties, including independent people, are doing. Is it the gods which are pushing them to do it?
No, they are using their mind. It's the
exactly.
Mind.
And you said the Finnish people. You said the Finnish people use their mind.
The spirit and the body.
You said the Finnish people use their mind. The same applies to Germany. The same applies to America. There are no gods anywhere.
Yes, and they are using it judiciously, prudently, isn't it?
Yes. So what is stopping us?
We have decided to go. That is the question. So that is why I was asking.
You are a computer expert. Is it God who created a computer for you people to be expecting?
Before I come to that question, that's what I was telling in my conversation with Ofa Kwame, that is it about the politics, is it about the constitution, is it about the political party, or is it about we the people? And we have no interest in making sure that we get right people in positions to lead us. What is the quality assurance put in place by political parties getting parliamentary candidates? It's all about money. Who has the money? To all the structures, institutions. There's no quality assurance, and that is what I call the selection process.
And who is supposed to implement this quality assurance for the gods?
I heard Osofo Chirabosom saying that when he becomes the president, that requirement that you must be 18 years and above before you can vote, he's going to scrap it. You must be 35 years before you can vote. I see it as a very good call.
But that is
enhancing the selection process.
That is point of view. I heard you also trying to discuss, I don't know whether with Owain or somebody else, about the EC's decision to
the disqualification.
To disqualify Ekwe Adonko's deputy.
Replacements.
You see, this is another flaw in our political system. This particular decision is similar to what is happening in Parliament now. It's a loophole in our electoral processes, in the sense that now the EC has used their own discretion to disqualify this person. I heard the EC talk today, and she said there was no provision in the electoral processes, the same as it is in the parliamentary thing. So this is an oversight. Do you understand? Otherwise, going forward, so now the EC has used a discretion, which is wrong. Do you understand? Which is wrong. But we have to go forward. But I hope that going forward, we have to streamline this process. Simply because the flaw in the EC system as it is now, with regards to this particular issue, is that there is no provision that if an elected representative of a party happens like what has happened to Ekwadonko, this is what should follow. There's no provision like that. And this is part of the control weakness or the governance weakness in our system, as far as the electoral management process is concerned. So we have to fix it. So going forward, what the AC should do is this. When an elected member, or when they are vetting, they should vet both the elected member and the second in command, or the deputy, or whatever they call it.
The running mate.
Okay, exactly, the running mate. So the EC going forward must vet the other two. In the worst case scenario, maybe they should subject the main person to a very stringent and comprehensive assessment like they do for this one. But the other, I don't know the term. No, the other supporting person, maybe they should do a soft assessment of that person, so that when it happens like that, they just give the person a pass, because it was unnecessary for the EC to subject this particular person again to this sort of stringent assessment.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you.
When before then they've passed Ekwadonko already. So whoever follows them is following the ticket of Ekwadonko. So this is a serious flaw, a serious weak. You see, for the reason why some of us say we have no money.
Abi, to add to what you're saying is that, so if the presidential candidate is not able to even screen her running mate, and that running mate was a potential vice president of Ghana, and EC goes ahead to accept the nomination of the flag bearer, put her on the ballot box, only for her to disqualify the running mate that he's not qualified to be a flag bearer. Is the running mate not automatic replacement of the flag bearer?
It should be automatic replacement, like how Mahama replaced Atta Mills.
Yes, because when if he becomes a vice president and the president is not there, automatically he becomes the president.
So this is a big flaw.
That person is administratively qualified to be a running mate of the presidential candidate that has been accepted by the EC.
Yeah. So I don't. You see, when we talk about governance, these are the principles. These are some of the control processes which should be in place, and this involves. Governance is about thinking in advance, thinking proactively of what could be, so that you find solutions ready for them. Of course, as a human being, you cannot capture everything, but some of these things are so basic that they should be able to cover it. But because the EC hasn't got this thing, you see, she's used her own discretion to do that, which is wrong. The same applies to what is happening in Parliament. You see now, all the MPP people are saying Okwe was wrong. Do you understand? When you take a decision unobjectively, on partisan lines, these are some of the consequences. Today I heard KT Hammer, that stupid man, Taribu, the one who went to sell our sheep, talking. Oh, me, I wasn't even aware of Okwe's decision. I wasn't there. You see, these are people who don't have any integrity. Do you understand?
mean
You
the
have
Minister for
integrity.
Trade and Industry?
That foolish man. He thinks everything is a joke. Do you understand? He thinks everything is a joke. And when somebody was joking with him, he has gone to the police station. But he jokes by beating people, slapping. Today, when somebody slap him properly, he's taking the person to police station. He's like a clown. And his clownishness is not even beautiful.
So what is the relevance? What is the relevance of his character here in this disqualification issue?
Of course, these are the people who are deciding for us. And he was telling the relevance is that he said Okwe's decision, he was not even aware. Meanwhile, this guy has been in parliament. So he's very, very dishonest and someone who lacks integrity. And the Katie Mohammed's behavior underlies the whole of the MPP. I don't see any single person in MPP who is honest. Do you understand? They are liars. And they want to portray themselves to others.
That is why I'm saying that if we as people don't have interest in making sure that we get right people, credible people, people with integrity in political positions, they will end up wasting our time
that is what
plunging us into chaos.
Yeah, that is what we should fight for rather than Obusumfo Nananum. Because this is Nananum, dear me, I don't buy that idea. Nananum. Hey. Nananum, look.
It's a matter of belief, but politically,
no. Obusumfo, I posted something on the platform, you commented. These Nananum, these chiefs, these Nananum, these chiefs, including Asantehene, you people, Yasantiwa is supposed to be one of the assets for the Ashanti Kingdom that the Asantehene must safeguard and protect. The women's museum is being messed up, and these people are now crying to Bawumia or somebody to win and come and fix it. So what is the role Asantehene is playing with this? What is the role these Egusi people are doing about it? Because this is one of your assets. One of your valuable assets. They don't have a standing fund. Despite all the lands they've been selling, they don't haven't created a fund to fix these things.
So it goes back to attitude. And that is what Alan is preaching, that he's going to make sure that he's going to work on the mindset of the people.
So for governance is not about, I'm this, Anyway, so let somebody come.
Okay. Thank you, Abi, for your top up. And I think Benewa Otemenka. Afa o final words, bra. Benewa. I'm say Benewa Entimenka. I'm Kwabna. So Kwabna. My final word na yen sorry so. Okay. I'm not thinking so mami Benewa
ba na me yin kra ye we say eja obosomfo de unya omo won the lines na no dem to be 7 hours. Nti de mami ye.
Obosomfo ma me bra pani.
Okay. Kwabna yen ko na my final word.
Na no de bia mi no di nkomo de bia chire o. Ana Obosomfo am say enema bebre no waka na said na wogina ho na wani able electricity no ho na wo ka no. Dem ka cho say bia fa $300 eko Ghana skemu a nka say na ebi e value no ana CD equivalent no be ye. Me say be ye more. So wa be hu me ofie ho say de me dra mi ka me dundum nkane nkwada ni Jesus na me dum na me pre ha na me dum na. They have been fighting. Dum na what do them more light, And the light is how you manage it, how you going to pay the light bill. It's not like say, what they ultimately with a question, a cost, a decent answer. I know, and then maybe one of you don't even have to ask those questions. I pay almost $300 light bill every month.
In Ghana for Endum on Kenya.
Me light, so man control numuna. Make me $400 to $500. The man control light and say, me do me idea. You know how much we pay as a light bill? And maybe we have to subject that to because Bawumia vice president. and I say Kufuor the president, you know, there is a light and say it. We back at you say light and say see a tree light, you know, any idea.
And you come now, say the cost of electricity or Ghana, nebo
no, say how to manage your light, you know. America, say me jam light, the light yen in one, I will pay more. That's the whole thing about it. Electricity is not cheap anywhere. Electricity and cheap. Oh, could be also. I don't know if you're not feeling the chamo. If you're not government,
I don't know about me. I say, obey president or better electricity also. And I want to say,
I go about electricity so or buy no buy so TV so and I want so. So it's okay so better so. If you want maybe a bit me and idea so. Over me increase be on solar idea. Our cost no less no. Now there to because of better so. And then obey on the better so. It is a be subject to be here to a basic unnecessary political anima. We cannot move on as a country. And then maybe on ma obi a government data now it's also on ultimate so ala no by dem no what free what's the change ala ba on ba be change constitution here there and then constitution no ba be change o be change there only pan kura ma nti then no ba be change ah mutimi kan sem bi ensem no ko gensi mu ankasa so identity ni ayi na ba wo sika na be tin aye me she bi anka binya presidential candidate is ala dey bi anka be tin aye ba minister ba la enya kwa eye bi because o sika enti na otimi ye no. It's only subject in the so MPT or party Oscar. It doesn't watch any idea. And you may hear Ghana for no. Let's talk about it. Near more mining quenim. As I'm back when a venison, a Jordan, a Becca, I'm saying, many yard, yam, and no wobbles, 1 yard, oh, we are not as usual, or the dear, or the Becca on a cutre, Adi, or the Ocotra, the attack, or not, and some sir, I never do what me come back to say. Oba say ya chechire Ghana no. Ama ye nchiri ma ye man na ye chechire Ghana aja wo. Ye chechire Ghana no ma ye ho. E jenye say never be on ma. Why did you disqualify we? I didn't disqualify because obi akoti obi bribe. As a host, who's a crown here at the allegation charge. At the atra as a host no. To the allegation too. Na man for kasa near found no creepy anymore. You think sir are you done a good service to?
Say, as a host, no, what can your man for? And do no air canon, not why?
Don't know, any for allegation, Ben, of who was off a crime to tell you on tear. We mean, allegation, who was a opening or back on tear, who was be a back on tear, or what? And you don't bring it on board. On says I will concrete evidence. You don't do that. On my
send your charge, and I made a bono. Me more than so boss.
Shazama Bloomberg Becca, yeah, quite anymore. The we vice presidential candidate, and so subjecting to the same idea as said your can, maybe one limit on the Kakra. But what you okay, I got a quack of their baby, I found a box of a be a own winning. And you know, yes, I call you the vice presidential. No, yeah, maybe you pano. I want near maybe and that's why maybe I was a fan of what's now? No, be able to say, now, we and see, no, woman in the papa, in the pano, say, and I'm money here. Yet the Ghana name no. And yet the Ghana no based on allegation. Which you have to check Ghana based on fact. It's a name be a man as a money MVP for a club, you know. They be a name be and quay be a mamma contract, I'm a money millionaires. That's a no money, I said, no more better to I am piano idea. That's fine. But you have to check Ghana no ma yeah MPP for ne. You have to check Ghana for the man DC. You have to check Ghana Mobia. You have to check Ghana Jack actually mano. It's a baby, they say me who say, Niamana here, no. It's in line with Ochina. And yet, I allegation I say, and I win he got about 2 and 1 now. Some America to say America is tough. And near more the cost of living is very high. Now, if you know the I am Piatro, and in near money idea, about the code, electoral votes and go and see it. I would do at home. It's based on the Nipa, I would send in near more mukum. And a mass, I know, a buy. So when I don't see baby near car, you can't crash. I say, oh, there be quap nabwa. The reality will expose as some quap nakano. Yes, about to trump for any idea, nothing. And near me, cost war, man, a very tough. Ubana be demika do num in Kania, but I didn't know no num in Kania because my numuna, which you have $400. Robert baby, what you say, I say Sunday Ghana, be $20 Ghana, $20 here. Yes, I know. Or what can you get by Kruma? Or for a taxi, you $400. One better Ghana, I caught fat taxi, I could have $400. It would not think Ghana, but yesterday. Nana Mutia Bridge on my ye, any near money on my dear way, na, and no credit. Obosom for you or why in catch say dollar now man for Sunday corner. Now see on workers or cover bill no consiska. More Ghana for na dream bonny woman team that be a mutia $1 and it's often go by you. Speculation was a sack of good game. That was a standard supply and demand. Who hear dollar now causes at a demon. Officer then a bay. Wow, subject to wow near money to be nebo bedding. Uber Cromana be a euro, an hour pound. Now the call bank a crack was a change here. When near my Uber Fomuno, Ukra will be Conocraze, or give power another, or euro. What the other? Because when you say 1 for 1 fast anyway. Now, yeah, the Baba Becum against $1. But Ukra will be a free throw. Uber go for what's the gun and more platform we see now. Obi and fire, do one aqua or go for maybe a price and high. What the Maga, you know, you are the Coney J. No, we are not a Bank of Ghana. No. Who are $1 and Ibianto. What is the now, you know? What the Ghana no quite which him. By we are near Sakunya the other side. So, so for you almost say, almost a bullet moon, say, what the Ghana card, no, it will be my Picana, which means a common sense in Yejuma. That's all ya and for it is about payers on your sofa. What kind of country are we building? Come touch and your sofa, Gumemua. Officers send a crew and say, what kind of country? What the better they compare America, dear one now?
In some men are software car, would they will move for commons re.
Me, Quenya, the Maca say, semi soja mare, and then coming to crank and the other, some society a winner be weird and Beconiaco boom to open.
So for the cassette about Umiana.
Obianka sentia ba umia. That say ye de politics na fi e fe say outside platform no so na say ye de akogina puppet no so. Ye beka say enka ho asem o. Wo say bi e come ye beka say wo say fe o kina no. Na jinze wo say kwahia ba bi stupid person bi ono no nam. Na say wa fe no followers. They don't know the platform na or kind name man. Ghana na da one dey aye agro di. Agro no dɔɔso. Sa manfo ania brick ebi se ye co space ye hwɛ niema o kyerɛ bɛyɛ ma America fo ho atom ɛne sɛ utim sɛ de bia the mindset ne sɛ ɛde bɛ ne bɛyɛ ma niema mu ayɛ mrɛ. Ana ɛde bɛ ne bɛyɛ ma ntirima no ba ɔmo ho bɛtɔm. Ye de ya subject no. Etu ayi ebula mu nsuo ayifo ɛne anointing wɔ bɛgye wei bɛyɛ wei ɛne ɛde nkrɔfo no nyinaa to adeem. Uwia obosomfo se afedi ensan fa nkoma nananom na obuta ho se mebusa question say align eba ye no why tunu for say onko nananom ho enko buta o say oba we ni no ben align di kan ya na say afi no oba be obosomfo align ya na afi no oba be
Na say Alan enye president nti enye Woma omo pre abe mampini ne ye kan wasem say yes enye
ye friend onu asre wa bro for din
etifu tio uni makatro obi besu
asre wa bro for din laughing ke uze wasre no wabowa
radio so na wo no wo educate you nti men kan
sem na wo kan nyina ka education ho edu Alan so de also onye president say your man is being say a can't tell you and son who have been presidents in the home. Your man in the president say it go munya you say on the way leader now
the proposal I make kan ho asemi nye say obako for na e ba be ka say be say as omano
me na want to baby am the leadership by example and e adwuma say wo tupo no na nka wo de na wo kan we di kai ye nti no we wo de no e nyina fall in line ba wo nya o so obi nkoye Unu with the same position. Unye, what's me menkoye? I didn't know me menkoye. Say, oh, na yema on as a candidate dia. I don't know my candidate in India. That's me na me mama.
Onye den. What's onye den? Then I was uncle onye.
What they say? They omo kwa na nanom di akoka kantam. Esha ntam se me bana be diga na sika. Anaze me yese ya. O me say dem ni nyana buza. Ala di kai na dia na.
Beye omampeni no. Ena also onkonkonye. Say obesom ne manfo
why your president baby a wadu no it's a say na say okọ abosom no ho no okọ kachi abosom no say you Ghana for ba beto aba me na me ba president 8 January 2025 and me ba be din sa kantam e wo manim say Sɛ yɛde amanya no ma me nneɛma a maka sɛ mɛyɛ no sɛ mantumi anyɛ a nananom nkum mfi asase yi so ntontwene nkura ma mengu wadi ka yɛ ɛno anaa ɔnyɛ ɛde a ɛpamkyɛw
ɛne minim ɛne sɛ ne ɛwo kan deɛ minim
awosomfo mo mi yɛ serious ne mfa ɔman ne nkɔ n'anim na yɛde ɔman ne kɔ n'anim sɛ mo a monim sɛ deɛ nti a meka sɛ Baumi afa Dr. Dikrum a nka ɛyɛ abato wi no ka campaign kran ko mo nyɛ sɛ ka campaign door to day kran ko mo nyɛ ken kwada na student na be campaign no student na be si krum na ma kwa akoye me dey so wo ahye ka say ubum kran ya flag e wo ho nyina ye MPP ni NDC flag that's the reality and it's also the person who face reality no na the office if you say akwake kan say bi ni ade waste time you are wasting time who waste time abe ko to na say yen na nipa 6 na na omo ayi ni so na ye Democrat ni Republican fo uti say ye kan krofo bi ho asem want the ote ya ni Trump any maame ne pe and so the forces na also enti mo a mo wo so bi no mo de mo wo so keke just to be there to participate
na enya America for politics and Ghana for hwede ye politics so enti the fact is that America
no me subject no to
wo say my nya sa yen delay with your mind
the Ghana politics is between NDC and MPP fact if you want to accept it or not that's how it is
but say nye abatu aye koi say nye MPP ni NDC nkwa na ekọ ye 13 ye sisi akwa ye disqualify adonkonti ye 12
America anti me catch us abatu na ekọ so America no ne ye wo so 6 candidates na e wo so ba na 2 main ones and na ye kan ho asem sa na we so de na ye tira so hu flag no na wo flag yi MPP ni kita ne flag e de akobo ba bi e di him wo de apaflanto de ye hu ba bi ade wo o se ade ntina wo hu wo
na se abatu onye flag kwabna wonim say abatu ayeto no enye flag ne de to aba
no kra na mo de enye flag awo ahene ba ye obeka say udu akra de ohun aye MPP ni NDC flag yi wo say because it's the capital wo support say
ebia na parties no wo head offices and as a headquarters e won kra ntino ama ombibi omo ye no e busy e won kra but say kwabna wonim say ye koto aba enye flag ene ye koto aba
the
policies.
Mommy subject scrutiny no.
Na okay no. Say Trump and Kamala omo ye presidential debate. Ghana ye kwato abai NDC ni MPP omo flag bearers no why presidential debate ana.
No say any say no. Any am say Bloomberg cracker going forward no. Ghana no enye MPP ni NDC for there. Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. And just say timi ye mrakete. It doesn't matter. So you're president, so you're whoever. Going forward, you know, when the time comes, say you know, so when I go catch what time that's a presidential debate. Can Joe Biden come back to them no win election? Because on near my the to train a presidential debate or coin, you know. And no, you are not fit to be president again.
Ujidi pa say presidential debate in them.
On presidential debate or choir, okay, can in some now president what on to Kruma. So no Kruma the president don't have nothing to do. Governors any mayors in the boo mine no. President no need to meet.
Yo, Kwabena, we running up na yema benewa embra na ensorese na ha emre kweti anwa.
Me running the app no. Ewiase electricity no America so ne board pa. Yenso no ye think ye ka say the be ice blogger ka ye ntimi ntua it's an ewiase baby ate I don't know say baby a na ye mamo subsidy e wo ho de a I don't know it mean me kan wo de no ade ba me de ade me say electricity ne board papa especially what the house mu a everybody will tell you obi o te house obi apuso obi a and the environment of ahene edi a luxury life then you recover vacations to America not a huge mansion not an electricity say what they compose not in the room and obi or not poja ade man don't do that life
yo Kwabena na yati ne nka no all the way from North Carolina okay mti mayengma Alex benewa wote me nka fa final word brana yeah benewa my final words
you na me tie me ame bra pani kwabra North Carolina or say hardship in America no enema omu vote massively asa na oka no dia o say o how no e wa America no enema ntwimu a ye twe ye very saying between Kamala
Harris.
any Trump no white utimi say nipa no de abufuo kɔto aba but kwabena nye ntum sɛ amanfoɔ de saa abufuo na ɛkɔto aba ɔte hɔ sɛ ɛnka ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde akwaa ne sɛn deɛ ɔyɛ education minister no na ɛyɛ vice a nka aba koraa yɛ nto hwɛ na Bawumia koraa ne ho ahi kyɛn Kamara no wɔ US o Bawumia ho ahi wɔ Ghana kyɛn Kamara ɛwɔ US enti sɛ wote hɔ na de wei dwodwo wɔ akoma a ɔha wo ho ɔbra ebi a wo kom trama bi wɔ hɔ na woba na ɔde wei bɛgyegye w'ani wɔ ha de I don't know because Kamara any the president Joe Biden wɔ US no na amanfoɔ mpɛ ɔmo asɛm but no ɔmo ntan a ɔmo nnuru sɛ de amanfoɔ hate Bawumia ɛnɛ yi ɛwɔ Ghana come on na akofo adomo asɛ ɔman na wahu sɛ US koraa no US foɔ wahu sɛ ɔmo atima akɔ sɛ yɛntimi ntua yɛ kada ɔmo bu afu ato aba ama timi hu sɛ nsesa koraa ka wahu sɛ ɔmo akɔ sɛ ɔmo ntimi ntua ɔmo kada enti no ɔmo koraa de sɛ abufuo no ato nti sɛ Ghana deɛ ɛna meka ne da bia no so ɔmo no timi to aba ma Bawumia wini this election a ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛde yɛka IK bu ama yɛnka ho asɛm bi yɛ koraa deɛ yɛ awe dada na kyerɛ sɛ yɛnka ho yɛnile no mpo na yɛabɛtɔ so bi because sɛ woka sɛ ɛyɛ hardship ɛwɔ US ɛna ma ɔmo to saa aba no a na sɛ Ghana ni ka hardship a deɛ ɔte Ghana o owu ahene te Ghana ɛna ɔno no ka ne Ghana asɛm sɛ Ghana ha na memete no hardship ɛwɔ ha ni wote US womini yɛ akum me saa de ne na mente asɛ sɛ obi te Ghana say Ghana yeding. Obi so to US say US cry yeding. The US for one say why yeding or more jakasa. Almost more criticize or my buying. Obi to UK also criticize na buying. Uber Spain and Spanish for criticize or my buying. Because I want to the number. Eti I want to the bar. Tio say ye bobo na ya saying. Na ya frew best player say bra. Na bedi yen free sa amane no aye wom no. Bra na bedi yen free sa or how no aye wom no. Went to me and ye koka wusi buoi unti bida obosofo
say I'm say Bawumia any MPP so ewo njina so say omo aye niema bi a eno so be influence amanfo mama to abama no enti enye economy because economy ni dey wa dia tumi no ya adwene
Bawumia no
ono akasa agye atum say economy ni nye ekufo ado so agye atum say economy ni nye ama waka say agye aban foforo beba na obetimi aye den awaji Ghana fo
obetimi abaye ni ye enti say wo ti USA na say wo no say obi ka say auto light bill electricity auto ayi light ewo ni krom na enso a wo ti buo e wonti bida US no de €300 $300 ene be kwa akoto light no but wonu ye twa oga bi 3,000 4,000 ntu di mu 10% na akoto light obi so te Ghana onu ye twa ne ka 15 million that is 1,500 no di mu 6 million akoto light o ha e different no etisen etinu krobia ne nisika awoje won krobia ne nisika awoje nti no ho light bill no twa ntu twa ne US $300 ya fine at the end of the day no titi abibeka Ghana ni no ne de no so twa saa de no wie yi chop money ba so mfa nko school na oyeye ne niema bosome no just odeka and this is ali pano kasa we no timi compare America events or more expenses to Ghana expenses meanwhile no you are not comparing American income to Ghana's income oh yes when you fair and na America nti kwabra ho wazem na opeso compare no Bawumia se ujitum se eni amafun eni amamu obon nti na etuti a Biden dia eni embassy times 2 ena eba amamu so unimu a nti ya memfa nyoju wakoma na wo sa Venice no adutwim no onye hwe wo Ghana bia ye da so ye double track o se wa bomb de dey modern edien na po mosi onu na no ye hero Ghana Education Service we ye wo hui come on amamu ofun we amudi yakọ ye friend is in different level aye hu obi da Tama mo no ene ye the dollar akọ 17 cedis. Uhia dollar and as 18 krana ye see da no mini.
Na
17
benewa sɛnea woka no wongye ndi sɛ Bawumia no fi sɛ MPP aban na anaasɛ n'aban no ayɛ biribi soronko bi a ne na ɛbɛma Ghanafoɔ ato aba ma no na ɛnyɛ economy no because wotie ne nsɛm a
ɔmo de ɔmo ayɛ soronko ne sɛ ɔmo so ɔmo ayɛ ayɛ friends free education. Na me I can bet you say Ghana man na da ho ni na nye obi aba na ko secondary school. Nye obi
da
ana
meka no meba wogye di sɛ ahokyerɛ na aba ɔma anim no ɛna amanfoɔ no dodoɔ no ano bɛhwɛ ato ho aba anaasɛ free education no
one obi a onimi nyansa biya sɛ ne ho kyerɛ na kɛse a ɔfaane solution ɔnkɔ so antena ba bi ɔte obetu anamɔ enti anamontuo no bi ni sɛ mete saa haw we mu nti me firi mu nti sɛ mete aban we mu dia me firi mu ada sɛ mento aba masa nipa yi ana ɔwom sɛ me nya ndisi ni mento ma ndisi mento ma cheda mento ma alan na mom menkɔto aba. That is one. Ena obi so anadwene ni yɛ adwuma pa na obeyi party colors na gu nkyɛn koraa na waka sɛ this time no I will change meye change na bia NDC suban binti mento ma no na mom at least ene ye wo cheda ye wo alan ti meto ama mu baako saa na tie edi no aban no ɔte akonwa so no ne followers no binum nto aba ebinum so be shift akoto ama obi edi saa hardship no na amanfo de behwe obia de hardship no to aba. Asante hene ka kyerɛ John Mahama sɛ ɔmo de ekom ene anibre ne to saa aba no 2016 nti saa anibre ne ekom no sɛ 2016 kura na Ghana nie ɛwɔ nyansa ne adwene sɛ ekom de no ɛso ɔto ɔba tie obi na enne ya yɛtwa 8 years yɛ ni bia ba wiase nyina yɛ hu afa ne afa na nyansa bia ɔmo na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ayɛ free education nti Ghana fo ahunu nyansa na yɛ me de sɛ Ghana fo ahunu nyansa de a womo de saa nyansa no betu aba no massively ama Bawumia no kra de obawi akyɛn yɛ fans and Joe Biden ne nkrofo no nti ɔno de sɛ saa na kwabran kan de a ɛne on prepare sɛ ɔso ɔno na de ayi fans Trump aba nti ɔba befa Bawumia so opposition ɔde Trump aba ɛna ɔde Bawumia kɔ nti onye ntum saa because these two governors no countries no ɔmo the same. Say ye can be a pese ye America, ye me for America and compare Ghana because America ye America. Omo di omo pen omo ye.
Sir, na me can say ye de oman fufuru bi amanyo sema na se kwa musifa eto maba ede toto Ghana ho no. E ne say na say unye realistic.
Unye fair. Abe bisa o question bi wa hu. Obusonfo say mo prime minister no buru no ye anya sa na obisa no.
Also call club and no more na miss you
that be maybe say he fan who so upon this behavior ni na mo economy eye basa because man was structures bi a ogina so nti he o president no dan one so kura they don't care because the institutions are working opa for baby for bia they are still working omu bibia police pan ni fa ho say president wa na president ni oye na djuma say ne fata Supreme Court, Iowa, Finland, they don't care about who you are. Omu said they fata, but ye part of the world that ye Ghana no. Supreme Court will who say mrawo. Ehona minia be war a problem or say your friend is saying Supreme Court no parliamentary way no there is no provision for that. What is the provision? Obosonfo ye ka provision any ne say me person ka be bas no obetire me mu say ye ka provision of one particular issue bia and contrary mu mamintie because say kwan article 97 clause 1 no a ekire mu pefe say wo ba parliament ho na say kwabena boaten yo wa America ne to aba ma obai na wo beduru na wo say media fe yi mahunu abrate be e frɛ no obosonfo me ko obosonfo side ya na wono esese ye dey ye vacate wa yi no ositi no san ho twere
say some running there clear muda ho clear
provision bia ni ho a eno ne provision. What is the provision for ben na mu bia bia
na benawa me bisa o enti se senia akwakoba ni say yes Professor Mike Okwe ne declaration of sa formula sitting vacant a mistake.
Mm.
And then you bet me to reverse that declaration and now say, and then consequence there was either the speaker no, and now say or no MP no, and now say party now or the buyer no, and then you bet me I'm a prevent it. Bibisa.
Mate wasem na se. Eh. Mpanimfoɔ se yɛ nyina nkra ne mu ntete nkra ne. So onim sa wate sa abɛ no.
Ai mate.
Eti enye movement asem beti ene ye pɛ ho korabre o. Enka sa provision we no ye mu asem no said ye wo constitution no me nye makwekwe ene de sa provision ne ba ho. Sa article no was written in 1992 constitution. Nti ya kwe no na de ba ye ono de.
I say ye clear. Na and then na enko emma MPP for nti na ometu sa na mo no mo.
That's eno na esenka Ghana ni a nyansa na adwini woni timbi ehunu say. Ye ka say party democracy no a enye omampanyi ba ko pe we enye military government no waka say ankwa amaminti kian ne ken ese chinchina twan ese ye nya majority when ka chi o majority ni say ye ni afenyo ma kinjina bonti
jati kwesi asem no so okay
jati kwesi asem be does it jati kwesi aben or asem be no
mini details of jati kwesi and sem no say
it's about citizenship. So Kwabena Kaimia T. Jati question according to Supreme Court ruling when it say and says constituency be a war without your friend is saying parliamentarian. Jati question trust you be 4 years. Not that group on no money pana. Now a year friend is saying so an answer when or mono parliamentarian basin ne constituency so you creative war. Maybe say Supreme Court winning about winning before or move free say it's a say aka 1 month aka 3 weeks na court aba ye court aba 3 weeks aka ino yes still as uncle for no mom nia representative nem obi tena vie 4 years obi eda so tifie be 8 years ni o mo ne representative ene de ana o mo nya Ghana for o mo ye Togo for ana enti no
o mo ye Ghana for
say ye no a ye kasa wo platform we so no say ye pese ye kire say ye pese ye kire say ya dwene mu da ho ye ni ate ye wo adwen kese na ye kan say ma for me to defend a political party is different than to tell the truth. Who cannot credit say adi we ye ekwe in fact say na si ye na mom ye pe majority nti we are using the political power. And no dear say presidential powers na mu use
me say benewa
ya me biano men ka say babin aye mistake onye mistake be the provision is there and it's clear nti ono no one or say just be a powers be na betumi a revoke na asem na no be yin afro nya sa de a for me the all can and all kan ya sa na ote ase e bia momote brofo foforo
ena me bisa say enti constitution also no anye provision bi ama say speaker emis apply constitution na so twani ena any member bi a obey follow victim to the misapplication of the constitution also no ye the compensation ni na say the constituent no bibi say ni ho
oba kai say obosumfo oba kai say yes say constitution no Ghana constitution ba bi kire say president ti akonwa so na on mismanage funds untimi mfa ne court until so be free Ghana so ansa na utim di na court na say etwa as until 3 years ansa na samra no ebo samra no nyina so no ontimi nyere efa ne say president o te akonwa so wadi sika wa ye wei untimi mfa ne court da kosi se obe free akonwa no ofree akonwa no so a eno so space of for first year to 3 years no na mutim de ne court munim mo kai samra no first na amanfo court no say 10 years ne na se for ama bombardier kura ba chire mo ha say no 1 to 3 years and na team de ne court so onim sa powers no yes say ye wo executives ye wo legislator and na ye wo Supreme Court omo nyina no samra no applies to them and so obi tia konwa no so na say o mismanage and as o ye misinterpreting the laws na enkum nipa enkum obia na emom ono the constitution no ya twro wo ho no atwro we wo ho. There is no any interpretation be needed in this case. You know, atwro wo ho no di ye na dwuma say wo no a wo ye parliamentarian no say na ya kan fa ho we are parliamentarian, so you must know it better. And this a whole parliament. That's also what's the same why now if who co-independent, who the independent and by now who call my MPP there. What can you manufacture? That same way,
I
the
say
provision
any
be
can
what
say
the poor Kufuado home by a young fan and cocoa
but
a post speaker home by a won't me fan cocoa, but I want to see a speaker. And I'm a boy.
Benewa asema wuke na muda ho clear, but it just say president, any MPP for the parliament, per se omo capitalize on to me ababidium. So abuse of power. Abuse of power. And
what is going on, they say. Yeah. Speaker and also say. Speaker and also say judicial service as supreme even article no kura no kan ba se kakra wo kire say high court mponitimi e kire sa akonwa no say enye supreme court wo say high court enye supreme court o kan provision na e wo ho no anything na mama ka say mo ka say there is no provision for that here. For me, I don't get you. Hwe akwa don ko ni pai obosomfo na wo kire ikwabra bese wo free MPP mu ba nyansa no a wo de bae no na wo de kire ade bi wo ha se very say or ai akwadonko or one running mate before be filing na ordinary running mate bae maji running mate na tum enti na tete akwadonko wu a automatically the running mate is going to take over. John Mahama take over ebe president of the whole country na enya about one dia kura di o man so nobody say anything about it. And I'm back at them say na nye easy way na wo honti na ma ye ni tu mana.
Esa say na common say na make say sanka emfa say Ekuadonko be ye president na
no ya
sanka anka we are easy who say onye qualified no anka no ba be president.
Because what I didn't be as man muntinu
tamama ko never be o ho na make no em say aban we Kufuado aban he wanna make kind maybe say it looks like we're corrupt to all the institutions in the world to the sense say bibia anko na afa the kwan bi obefa so am making sure say institutions no operates in his interest obefa so aye and it's both and why your democracy no
so mo fa another avenue no mo say president won a powers be a obetumi dia kwaji ni loan a onhia parliamentary approval because on numbers no ho enti se parliament nyini ntumu a ono so no won a way bi obefa so a me ne omo ya adwene na mo constitution no de untimi mreki no kwan mu sa wo mra yen sesa sa provision no na tokonu no ankasa timi tina konwam say we have the what do you call it the crisis no say ye wo no na
constitutional crisis,
judicial crisis for what?
Constitutional crisis. There is a constitution, no. But
Akufo-Addo tena radio so TV so e ka kire Ghana fo nyina so ohun any mistake bia e wo constitution we no hu nti on sesa hwe na wo ba be ka kire say ono so na appointed was a Supreme Court judge. And I say, on a Chief Justice, yes, it is a one now your Chief Justice. A bino do by, dear knows what when the Constitution mark as a mirror. Constitution when at that one. A honey.
And Yembubo Constitution and Tunchini and Copper before President is a Fena Supreme Court. Media make us say Supreme Court no insist on who ye pa because a Fena mobile interpret Constitution. Bibi biara obi anti ase bia na ye de ba enti asetena ne dia omo ba betena se pa ma omo nkasa omo abre
me obosofo the reason why ya de bia me ka kire mo ha ne say ye maintain MPP ni NDC na enumu ni papa firi mu ba obebu Ghana yi a montema ase no kire say enema ye wo no man num no nipa bone na yenya na odi man no so ene na ama na basa enye sa constitution dey da ho no eye okay.
Intina Shasia mean commodity mini of a quam I say nipa no na onye 2 minuna onye ni papa na say
nipa no onye 2 minuna ni papa of a kwame de won for kwame no won say ye wo bibi he friend dichotomy enya create wo wadwene mu a udware aye ntonyom nti wo wadwene mu akwoti so be nti onya bo Yesu unya bo your friend is saying JJ Rollins dia of Kwame de na wahu your friend is saying e de nkura wahu taboo wahu sacrilege I say wabo musuo e wɔ ne nkyɛn. That is all. Apart from that no JJ Rawlings obosofo me say MPP move free move ban nyansa no ade ba e na ama party no say nyansa nim bio because tie ubisa no question bi say of akwa me enti no
Emo mene de me na bre wa yuzu bro for akese ne o. Boy.
Na say ya ka judicial system as empty e order brofo amodru na de ba. Now look, kwabra over Spanish ma brofo na esoso wo English na ye nketo a ye ka ne daily nti ye daily basic language a ye ka na ha. So ko English mu a brofo a momo ka no ho te say tranquility ni hwan ye ka ne hada bia o. Nti say me say azeze me ka English no a de momo fa de say brofo kakraka bi ye brofo ketekete e wo ye kasam. So enti no the best
akoko ketekete.
Edo so na ebe boost economy no se bu nimu a efe uze ma davete ba omia ba bonten se obozofo ba omia se afe de ono no ba ba ye portrait no the youth na ko she portrait do mahama nkoko no o kan ho azen no se we the only policy we new manifesto but ona ma na wadwuna ba se John Mahama kro wa kanya nsase mu e de me rebrand no na ye nkase na wo ketwa kra wuntimi
ne wa em say emre ma bo 2 hours no ma asopepe intino
obozofo ma me na na ma me di twatro ne se he ofa kwa me no wa hu omu nyina ye nkontompofo ne ndabrabafo so omo ye mpanimfo te so ofa kwa me mo Ghana eni kofo ma panida da kofo ma me nwie kura ofa kwa me ote a o de onyakwa me yima no so onu da bi oba oze me mama ba nye problem hwe o ma panida da kofo ye ma ne Mike se on kire na adwene mfa saa scenario ade we are happy ho the me no nka me so me metima protect me integrity wo man no mama Ghana fo hunu say me so me ye nipa me kan okure no ka me kan mu no kure pefe na emom ye nka nkire baben say oh afino akona wie na emom enam say ye government business ye very important it no o de onya mu ana say so omo mra na omo akura so omo asese omo ho free party no ma wa hwe omo ntokura omo betokura ti aban no do the oma kwan na ye nya adwuma no because me no madwena ne say obi a wo MPP ni a say o so no all independent no so nipa no wo the government business craba parliament wa he obeto atia so ahu anti no de senke be ya ye nyai emra no de da hopefi na nka wokufo wa kan wasem so no wa yu ho afri but omo no nyina ye nkontompo de so of akwa me bada bi o be kan okra na sem ni say JJ Rawlings constitution kufo o ye lawyer at your friend is saying
yo benewa mate ma ye fancy answer na
etina Akufo last one Akufo oti hoyi ono so ye lawyer enso omo nyina da so basic constitution no so say eno anu be yusu enti onyai JJ Rawlings di no no mo do interpret emra no bad
omo no akoye me so ne meka twato ne say on akoye say kaba bi anya say ye capitalize on the constitution ni yemfa NCC ye manfo ye pretend say ye baba somo won as a constitution no so no MISA unlimited access and unlimited in send ye kano right ma ye di e boom crofo no but says as we stand now Alban Bagbin, Speaker of Parliament for Ghana, Koyubi or no person or protected the interest of Ghana or use the constitution they protected Ghana for. And or no say or no two and more against the will of other politicians now. And I must say or more problem with him or no. Well, because senior worker no Kufuor a lawyer, but none of them have even provoked any reform via in the constitution. I internally party na kasa no NDC nkasa internal mo problems or omo nkasa
obi won problem but no doesn't matter say
But in America at the national level, as a Speaker of Parliament, the press conference now, why not? Bagbin there for now, it looks to say, we address no or address a public in Suna, what stated clearly say, Yenshwe, and our board executive in the judiciary, and say, omo pese omo tuana mo pese omo the legislature na say parliament eni twitwifo wanka nsie won enti it tells you say he's there to protect the Ghanaian interest enye political party bi ana ndamfofo bi ana say ade oye e ana manfo say NDC ni mimi gidi pa say John Mahama kra na ye president and opese o the parliament eni twitwifo mo Bagbin will stand against it enti etiefo e beda mo asene nde ye jumedia mwaka ya ho anya suti a motie ye ne adwento ato a ye de aba nti papa ye de besi ha na wotemenka na fe wasom wo studio na nyame ema de pachen ya na yaba etina eye Wednesday questions and answers na yaba be bisa ye ho nsensem na ye no yesu a na yato ato adwene nti ebede obi bia ase kwantufo radio na muti no
Odobi shodomu Adipa shodomu Wedi na mingwa Dante na minjie Odoni do